You know, sometimes the most amazing ideas are hidden in the simplest places. Today, we're diving into a short piece of daily meditation that gives us this really powerful way to think about finding clarity, especially when life feels, well, chaotic.
And this is what we're looking at today. It's a page from a daily meditation by Swami Chidbhavananda, a spiritual thinker from the 20th century. But what's so cool is that he's also included the wisdom of an ancient poet sage, Patanathar. And when you put their ideas together, you get this beautiful blueprint for navigating life.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with the big question that this text got me thinking about. What if you thought about your mind as an airplane?
Let's start with that central idea. We're going on a journey here, but not a physical one. This is all about the mind and its incredible, maybe even forgotten ability to travel above the clouds of our day-to-day lives.
We've all been there, right? Your thoughts are just bouncing around, you're getting knocked about by worries, little disagreements, and just the constant noise of the world. It feels chaotic. You can't see straight. That feeling? That's mental turbulence.
But here's the beautiful idea from Swami Chidbhavananda. He says that, just like a pilot can decide to climb to a higher altitude, our minds have this built-in power to rise above all that commotion.
Because up there, above all those dark and stormy clouds, the sun is always shining. It's a place of calm, of perspective. Things are smooth, progress is swift. That is the mental space where you find clarity.
Okay, so fly above the clouds sounds great, but what does that actually mean? Well, this brings us to the core concept from the text, the power of high thoughts. The text offers this amazing piece of advice. Go very high in your thoughts, and you will not have conflicts with the faults of the world. Just think about that. When you're in a plane at 30,000 feet, you don't see the traffic jams or the little cracks in the road down below. You see the big picture, the whole landscape. It's the same idea. When your thoughts are elevated, all those minor annoyances and faults of other people, they just don't seem so important anymore.
So these high thoughts, it's really a state of mind. It's your mental cruising altitude. It's about making a conscious choice to shift your perspective, to look beyond the immediate turbulence, and to focus on where you're really going. It just makes the whole journey smoother.
All right, so we get why we should fly high, but how do we actually stay at that altitude? This is where the wisdom of the poet Patanathar comes in. He basically gives us the flight manual for the mind, a simple code for life.
And he lays it out in 4 clear principles. First, focus on unity and faith. That's your compass, your navigation system. Second, practice compassion. You got to have respect for your fellow passengers, right? Third, uphold your integrity. That's what makes your own plane airworthy. And fourth, accept what is destined. That's about understanding you can't control the weather. You can only control how you fly through it.
So how did these two ideas connect? Well, they're not separate at all. They're really two sides of the same coin. It's a perfect partnership. Swami Chidbhavananda gives us the goal, the why. Elevate your mind to find peace. And Patanathar gives us the method, the how, the practical things you do to stay up there. It just fits together perfectly. Okay, let's bring this all back down to earth for a moment. Because this isn't just some abstract philosophy. It's real, practical advice for your mind that you can literally start using today.
So what's the big takeaway for your journey? First, and this is the most important thing, remember that your mind always has the power to climb above the noise. Always. And by choosing that higher perspective, you are actively choosing to have less conflict and more clarity in your life. And those guides, compassion, integrity, they aren't just nice ideas. They're the engineering that keeps your flight stable. Think of this whole thing as a practical tool for your mind, ready to go the second you feel that turbulence kick in.
Which really just leaves us with one final question to carry with you. As you go about the rest of your day, with all its ups and downs, just ask yourself, today, where am I going to let my mind fly? Above the clouds or in the middle of the storm? The choice, as we've seen, is yours.